Hi everyone, my name is Michael Fern and welcome to this short video where we're going to introduce the LSP journey. Now you might be wondering, well, what is the LSP journey? So let's find out. So the LSP journey, think of it as this map or this guide for you about LEGO Serious Play at any level. So whether you're just new to LEGO Serious Play, whether you're someone who's just been trained in it, or whether you're an expert who's been doing it for years, the LSP journey helps you to understand where you're at in that journey and where to go from there. So think of it as this map and this guide. So you'll see it on the left there. I'm actually going to dive into it much deeper and get into all the details of all the 5 different levels. But at the moment, what we've done is we've focused on the resources, the free resources, and the training that's available to you at each level. As the months and years go on, we're going to start building it out to include things like competencies and the skills that are required at each level. Now, you might be wondering, well, so, we're about to dive into what it is, but why? Why do we need an LSP journey? Well, what I've found over the years is that, from people who first know about LEGO Serious Play, that there's a big leap to, well, I'm going to get trained for 2, 3, 4 days. And once you've done that training, there wasn't much after that in terms of, there's some advanced training, but there was no sort of recognition or guidance about, how to progress your LEGO Serious Play skills. And that's really what the LSP journey is about. It's about understanding where you are and how you can progress and improve your LSP skills. Now, as I go through this, if you want any more details, there's a lot more at www.lspmethod.com, or you can join us on the learning platform, which is totally free to sign up, and that's at learn.lspmethod.com. But let me tell you about the LSP journey and dive into it in a bit more detail. So at a high level, there's 5 levels. As you can see, different colored bricks. So there's the yellow, green, blue, red, and black. The first one is the Explorer level. So these are those first steps into LEGO Serious Play. So it's, you may have been exposed to it, you may have attended a session, but the idea is this is the first taste you've had of it. Then there's the practitioner level, which is you want to get some formal training in it. Now, I'm going to dive deeper into each of these, but this formal training is not in the full method. It's in a tool set that is useful for you. Now, you're probably familiar with the blue facilitator level. This is that traditional, certification 2-day formal training, 3-day formal training, which teaches you the full method. So we're going to dive into that a little bit as well. And then after that, it's about you getting out and doing it. And so the expert level is to show that, you're experienced in delivering it, a few years into your journey. And then master is about a devotion of your career to this method and improving it. But let's dive a little bit deeper into each of these levels. So the first one, the Explorer level, as I mentioned, is about your first steps into LSP. And so maybe you attended a session at work or an online taster, maybe you heard about it from someone or even read a book. So you're just starting to explore the method. Now, there are a lot of free resources available here. Everything from books, like one of the ones that I wrote back in 2020 called the LSP Method. There are podcasts, some that I've done as well. There's the open source guide. There's blog posts. There's social media posts. There's just a whole bunch of free resources. There is also a free section of the LSP Method learning platform that has a whole bunch of free resources in it as well. Included in that is we're just launching a new LSP intro course. So this is for people who hear about it, but maybe they haven't done the taster. So they can go on at any time, watch a video with me, and I'll take you through that taster of what LEGO Serious Play is all about. Now at this level, you're exploring, and the majority of it is you're participating in a session and you're getting to understand the method from the participant point of view. Now, some people at this stage are like, well, can I do LEGO Serious Play? Can I run sessions? And the short answer is yes, you can. There's nothing stopping anyone from doing LEGO Serious Play at any level. So the only thing I would say is probably I would recommend that you go to sort of those low risk environments. So it might be friends or family where you just want to test the method out. Maybe you've read a book or a guide and you want to test it out to see if there's something there. And I think that's fantastic. If you do then want to go on to do more sort of high stakes type sessions where you're at work and you want to really get those outcomes and have all of the little tips and tricks to get the most out of the method, that's when I recommend going on and getting formal training. But yes, it's quite okay for you to head off and explore and experiment at this level. Now, the practitioner level, this is a new one we've introduced where you want formal training. And so you want to go along and sort of, you want to understand the method in a bit of depth, and you want to be able to become a practitioner in it. So the way we structure this is there's a foundation certification, which is 1 day in person, although there is this foundation certification online as well, both live and self-paced. So lots of different formats to learn it. Now, this particular certification it's not the full toolkit. It's what we call a streamlined version of LEGO Serious Play. Now, some of the more advanced things where we talk about systems, they require maybe a more deft hand when facilitating them. And so what we've done is we've created this foundation certification where you can become a practitioner of LEGO Serious Play with this subset of tools that are great for the vast majority of things that you'll need to do with it. So it's great for coaches, it's great for educators, it's great for therapists and facilitators that want to do those, shorter, punchier sessions. Maybe they want to work with individuals, do a little bit of light group work. The shorter sessions might be just, a half an hour here, half an hour there, maybe stretching it out to sort of a longer session of an hour and a half. But the idea is you have this toolkit that is very streamlined and focused on the things that you need. And so that's the practitioner level. Now, the facilitator level, many of you will be familiar with. This is the tradition of what we've been doing over the last 10, 20 years in training in LEGO Serious Play, which is that full method certification. Now, you can do that, again, in person. We run a 2-day course, or you can do that online as well, both live and self-paced. But it gets you everything within the method. And so the idea here is, if you want to work with individuals, if you want to do some heavier group work, if you want to really get to systems and sort of dive deeper into that, then this full certification, this facilitator certification, gives you that full method to go off and run, not just the shorter sessions, like from the previous level, but also those longer ones, maybe up to half a day, and really sort of, put the method through its paces and get the most out of it. Now, it's great for facilitators, it's great for a whole range of other people as well, but it's when you want to go a bit more in depth with the method. So that's the facilitator blue brick level. Now, just as an aside, as you're starting to explore and, learn about LEGO Serious Play, there's actually 2 paths you can take. Right now what you can do is, you could go and just learn that sort of streamlined version and go to that green level, that practitioner level, and become a certified practitioner in LEGO Serious Play. Maybe later on you might want to upgrade and, take the facilitator full certification course and get, those other tools to do some other sessions. So that's definitely one path, and it's a newer path that we've created. That practitioner level, that foundation certification is a step that I think is, can be easier for a lot of people rather than the cost and the time of a full certification. But the other path is you can just go straight to that facilitator blue brick level, which is, about learning the full method. And most people do that at the moment, but we've included this other path, this practitioner path, for people that maybe need that streamlined, lighter version of LEGO Serious Play. So 2 paths. So after you've trained in LEGO Serious Play and you've been out doing it for a few years, that's when some of these other levels come into play. So the first one is about being an expert in LEGO Serious Play. And this is for people who are experienced in delivering sessions. They've been doing it for, 2+ years. They've run 10, 12 or more sessions over those couple of years. And, they will have attended some advanced training, either in person or online. They've maybe done a little bit of coaching with a senior LSP facilitator to sort of hone their craft. Now, currently, that expert level, it's, the process to become that is around an application where you hand in a portfolio of work to talk about the sessions you've done, the things you've learned around that. Now, in the future, probably next year, we're going to have an expert course where you go along and you learn sort of deeper facilitation skills with LEGO Serious Play. But currently, it's just an application process. And again, the reason for this expert level, which doesn't exist currently, it's to tease out a little bit, what's to differentiate the person who just came out of certification yesterday and training and is, diving in and learning it versus the person who's been doing it 2, 3, 4 years. And so this is a recognition that you've got that experience and a bit of a differentiation from someone who's just trained and something to aspire to as well, that expert in LEGO Serious Play. Now, the last level is the master level. Now, this one is for very experienced people in delivering LEGO Serious Play. So it's someone who's been doing it for 5+ years. They've run 20, 30+ sessions. They've done all those things around, definitely advanced training. They've sought coaching to improve their practice. They've even gone a step further and they write, thought leadership articles progressing the state and the craft of LEGO Serious Play, and even community building as well that they've got in there. And they may have run some meetups. They may have built that LEGO Serious Play community. So again, at the moment, it's an application process plus a portfolio. But I see in the near future that we'll also have some training around being that master in LEGO Serious Play. And again, this is that recognition that, hey, you didn't just come out of training yesterday. You've spent, a lot of your career devoted to understanding this method and getting the most out of it, and helping it to grow as well. So with all of these different levels, there is that recognition at each level. So, that green level to become a practitioner, you attend the training and you become a certified practitioner of LEGO Serious Play. Now, at the moment, there is that, go to that sort of full method certification and you become a certified facilitator of LEGO Serious Play. And a lot of people have achieved that level over the last sort of 10, 15, 20 years. We also do have other certifications, recognition of that. So becoming a certified expert of LEGO Serious Play and also becoming a certified master of LEGO Serious Play. Now, the reason why we have these is we want, a big part of it is striving towards these things, the recognition that you are, you have that depth of craft as an expert and a master as well. All right, so let me do a little overview and a little wrap up. So the LSP journey is that map, that guide to LEGO Serious Play at any level, from beginner at explorer level to that formal training as part of the practitioner and facilitator level, all the way up to that experience of expert and master. At the moment, we're focused on the resources and training available at those different levels, but soon we're going to be adding in the competencies and the skills that are required and the experience that's required at each of those levels to really understand what you can do and where you can head. As I mentioned before, there's more information both at the website lspmethod.com, but I would definitely recommend signing up for the free learning platform at learn.lspmethod.com. And I think that's a really great way to understand the LSP journey and understand the resources, and many of the resources are there that are available for you. So look, I'm super excited to launch this. I think LEGO Serious Play has needed this as a way to up our game, really. It's really to sort of guide and help people that come into LEGO Serious Play, and where can they take it? Well, they can explore, and that's great, or they can become a practitioner or a facilitator of it, and eventually an expert and a master in it. So I hope you found this useful, this information. I'm really excited about this, and I'm going to be building this out with more resources, more competencies, and more skills over the next few years. And I really think it's going to help sort of professionalize and to really sort of, really help the LEGO Serious Play community to sort of get some structure around it. But yeah, any questions, you can always find me LinkedIn, in the learning platform, email, wherever you want, you'll find me. And I really hope to see you on the LSP journey. Bye.